Hello. Welcome, people. Welcome. So I was going to get on here last night, but as my ride lawnmower stopped working, blew the engine. I've been pushing the lawnmower. I haven't been feeling too good. I want to show you this here. This is Kenny. He's from Kentucky. In Ellis, Kentucky. He passed away Saturday. I went to the funeral home and saw him yesterday. They had his funeral today. But I want to talk to your ladies. You know about protective orders. And I'm going to talk about the asshole Charlestown, Indiana Police Department where I used to live. This lady has a protective order against her ex. And her ex been driving past her house. And as the Charlestown police officer told him, it's a public street. I know it's a public street, but he doesn't live on that main street in Charlestown. And this is stupid. This is stupid, ladies. You know on those protective orders. If the person don't live on that street, he or she's not supposed to drive down the street, park close to your house, and stalking you, and like that. I was showing it, plus I was asked to do something about it by telling you what she's going through. It was on Facebook, but if I had a computer and I used my computer, then I could show you the screenshot that she put on Charlestown, Indiana website. And I wish I could show you that. The police department won't do anything. Knowing Charlestown, since I'm from there, unless you get the hell beat out of you or go to the hospital or dead, Charlestown police officers won't do a damn thing. I'm sorry, but this ain't rated PG right now. And I feel sorry for your women. And you people can go on Facebook. It's a Charlestown, Indiana page. It's not Charlestown City page. Charlestown don't have nothing to do with it. But when the person asked me and showed me it, I have protective orders before that I put out on people. They cannot drive down your street or by your workplace. And they can't drive down the street unless they live on the street. So he's breaking the protective order. You figure the mayor of Charlestown, since she's a woman and her husband was a federal police officer, you figure she would get on the police officers. You all can go on in your search engine for where you live, and you can look up protected order statues. And I can't do it on my phone and be live at the same time. But I know here in Indiana, if you got a protective order against somebody, they cannot drive down your street, no matter if it's a public street. In the state of Florida, you all heard about what the hell's and that asshole turtle lady, and couldn't drive down the street, and he lived on the street right across from Turtle Lady's junkyard. I'm gonna call it a damn junkyard. But you know, ladies, there's nothing I can do, but I like to see a group of your ladies start an organization of abused women in all 50 states where you can discuss the problems where the police department won't help you because they said it's a public street, we can't do nothing, it's a public street. Bullshit. You know, it's stupid. They can do something. And I want your ladies and all of this. You got a protective order, is how it works in Indiana. If you're in the grocery store, he comes in, he has to leave. Because he knows what kind of vehicle you drive. Why ain't Charlestown, Indiana Police Department doing a damn thing? You know, it's stupid. It is stupid. I'll probably get my butt in trouble the next time I go to Charlestown. I don't give a shit. But when they break the laws and not enforcing protective orders, and make a report, give this lady a case number where she can take it to the prosecutor. I disagree with them, and your ladies, it's on here, watch it, or your other men, or maybe lawyers. I don't know the lady's name, but I know she lives on Main Street in Charlestown. So I'm asking you all, you know, to help. You can go to Facebook. It's the Charlestown, Indiana page. Nothing to do with City Charlestown. They got their own web page. But it pissed me off. Why didn't they arrest him? Give her a case number. What, the Charlestown Police Department gonna wait until he kills her? You know, I was asked to do this. I know I don't have that many subscribers and all this. And I wish I could remember this other YouTube channel. It's something news, but I can't remember. I should have wrote it down. He like 1 or 2 subscribers being away from 500. But I can't remember it. I guess next time he does a video and write it down. But I've been taking my medicine, and I've been going to sleep 7, 8 o'clock at night. I sleep about 12 or 13 hours. And I want to do this story last night. And I was asleep, and I didn't wake up until about 8 o'clock this morning. I slept over 12 hours. And I want to show you this picture again. If you live in Clark County or Scott County, Indiana, hello 709. And he passed away Saturday. He passed away Saturday at Baptist Hospital in New Albany, Indiana. He is from Alice, Allais, Kentucky, where he was born. And his wife's name is Frida. And they had his funeral today. He looks real nice. He looked like in his face that he lost some weight. He was at the Adams Funeral Home in Scottsburg, Indiana. If you all from Scottsburg area, you know where Adams is. That's the first time I've been there. And my son, he bought a mop that came by Pony Express. And since the kitty cat's laying on the box, Lordy, 7 hours. That's how come one reason I'm not getting on here 7:09. Vacation, school's out, people doing yard work, watching their grandkids. That's one reason I'm not getting on here. And I want to give people time to spend with their family. And like this. What, Margaret? Come here. Come here. Well, if you want up on my lap, you can get up here on my lap. But I was going to show you this mop. It's like a business mop. It's supposed to have a yellow handle. It's a piece of crap. It's metal. And it got damage to it. You screw the parts onto your mop, and it's metal. It's cheaply made. I'm going to see if I can get up and get the box it came in, or I can show you it. If I can get up without tripping or falling. Get off of the box, kitty. Come on, get off of the box. Get off of the box. Oh. No. That way I can hear my audio. It comes from KULED Incorporated, Houston, Texas. It's KULED Incorporated. Maybe Jeff Cooley in Houston, Texas. And I want to show you this. Does that look like a yellow handle? And I think number 2 pipe here is cracked on one end. And that's a piece of crap. But I like I said, people, I like to see ladies start an organization for all 50 states where you all get abused. And just like this lady in Charlestown, Indiana, she got a protective order in Clark County, Indiana. That's the county I live in. And she lives in Charlestown, Indiana, on Main Street. This is on Facebook. Oh, what did he tell me? Monday, somewhere, I don't know. And she called the police because she had a protective order against her ex. And they wouldn't do nothing. Charlestown Police Department's the assholes. You know, they don't care. So it's a public road. It don't make a damn difference, Charlestown Police Department, unless her ex lives on that road. He has no business on there. That's harassment, stalking, and intimidation. There is laws against it. I know they ain't changed the law on protective order. If the person that got the protector against the person, unless they live on that street, they cannot drive by her house. Any of your ladies out there that knows about protective orders, and your lawyers knows the law on protective orders. And that's why I was asked. I know Charlestown Police Department. They've been assholes when I was growing up. Alcohol, drugs, drunk driving, go to a bar and get a case of beer and put it in their police cars. I know that for a fact. I've seen it with my own eyes. But the police officer that done it is no longer on the police department. And it's stupid. You know, the old timers that I grew up with, Ed McDonald, Butch Masingo, Danaport, and all of them. If you drove down the street and you had a protective order on you and you didn't live on the damn street, they would arrest you. But these son of bitches, sorry, I told you this ain't rated PG tonight because of the bad words. But I don't like it. What they gonna do, wait until she gets killed before they do anything? I don't know, for one, I was told they showed me it until whoever the administrator of that Charlestown, Indiana group disabled the comments. I disagree with that too. But it was on what? It was on Facebook, Charlestown, Indiana page. It's not the City of Charlestown webpage. Somebody else put it on there. And I'm pissed. Good Pepsi Zero. And like I say, I was trying to make my choice, getting off the subject. Since I've been pushing my grass, with the push mower, you people knows who had heart attack or stroke, you do not push a mower. You ride. And that's the only thing I got left. I bought one, a push mower. It lasted about 3 weeks before it blew the engine. And I got an acre of ground. And it takes me 6 days to cut it. 10 minutes a day. But right now outside, people, it's 90 degrees. I went out in the garden and pulled some weeds. Got 4 white radishes. And boy, it tastes good. It's been quite a few years since I had any white radishes. And but I want to welcome to all the new subscribers. And sometimes I get a subscriber and I don't get an email. I think it's a ghost. What? Yeah, I love you. Come on. Let's show people. Here's Alexi. This is Alexi. That is Alex's baby, her firstborn. And her mama, her mama, grandma is Margaret. I had to bring her out here a couple of times. Now she stays out here. Kathy stays out here. Wildcat stays out here. Oops. Margaret stays out here. But as far as Alex and Blackie, they won't come out of the bedroom. Try to get them. When I pick them up, I don't need any more cats to die. I lost Nancy a week or 2 ago. And January, you all seen January outside. She's a long hair, great cat. One of the original 4 that came over here with Mama Blackie, which Mama Blackie was their kitty cats. Either she died or a coyote or something killed her. But she left her babies here. Yep, I miss John Wayne too. John Wayne's dead too. That's how come the female cats is out here, because of John Wayne. And John Wayne is the father of some of these kitty cats, him and his brother Tiger. When Margaret had her babies in the closet on my clothes, John Wayne and Tiger was in there with Margaret, taking care of her babies, and taking care of them, giving them a bath and all this. After a couple of days, John Wayne and Tiger seen that Margaret was doing real good. I know, I like to do videos of my kitty cat. And he was a good cat. He was lovable. He was more lovable than Tiger was. You could pet John Wayne. He'll get up on your lap. You all see him when I'm in here doing the video on my computer before it broke down. And you see him in my videos. And you all can go back at some of my videos. Yeah, he didn't show, John Wayne didn't show me any signs of being sick. Same thing with Nancy. No signs of being sick. They was eating their canned cat food and did not show any signs of being sick. Just like all these cats sleep with each other. You know, they didn't show any signs of being sick. But your ladies, it's not your fault that you're getting the hell beat out of you. And you got a protective order against him. And the damn cops won't do a thing. Like there in Charlestown, Indiana. And some people, for one, they screenshotted it and showed me, told her go back to the prosecutor. Knowing the asshole prosecutor we got, he ain't gonna do a thing, because he's one of Jamie Knowles, the ex-sheriff, which you all know about that. He got about 15 years in prison in solitary confinement. I disagree with it, but that's how the prosecutor, to get him to plead guilty to that. But he didn't snitch on Scotty Maples. And if you all watch it on YouTube, was it sudden? Well, he was okay when I went to bed. When I woke up, he was dead. He died while I was sleeping. And you know how it works, people. The first one to snitch would get a good deal. That's what Scotty Maples did. I disagree with the prosecutor. His ass should be in the pokey too. He's just as guilty as ex-sheriff Jamie Knowles. He was the number 2 deputy. He wasn't on the sheriff's department. He was a regular patrolman. Then he moved up, move up, and don't have, to me, the qualification or the experience to be the sheriff. He just as crooked as Jamie Knowles. I saw him transporting something in a van, old Ford van, and a black trailer. I was on Highway 62 coming up on Charlestown. He was hauling something that was illegal in that trailer to another location. But you ladies, I feel sorry for you. There's nothing I can do. But when you take out a protective order and the damn police won't do a damn thing to help you. Like this lady that lives in Charlestown, Indiana, on Main Street. Her ex keep driving by the house, and you know what Charlestown police officer told her? It's a public street. He can go anywhere in public. Bullshit. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And I know what I was told when I took out some protective orders. If I don't live on that street, I got no business going down that street. And that's a fact. And this was on Facebook, Charlestown, Indiana. It's not Charlestown City, Indiana website page. And it's just a Charlestown, Indiana webpage somebody done. But I disagree. I want your ladies who watch this later, leave it in the comments. You know, will I get back on here later tonight? No, because I've been told to rest up, take it easy, not go outside and cut my grass. People, I have to. I got no choice. If I had a riding lawnmower, I could do it, but it takes money I don't have. I just don't have it, people. And I need a new one. You know, why a new one, you all say? It be under warranty. That's what I'm looking for, warranty, where I don't have to spend any money. There's a place up there across from the 4-H fairground. He goes by Lawnmower Man. I probably screwed this up. He got Country Clippers, I guess is the name of it, Country Clippers. And they look kind of nice. I don't have the money. I can't afford no more payments. My house payments went up, just like everybody here in the United States. And I want to throw this in. People, I know we need jobs, but our government in all 50 states, if they come in, they don't have to pay property taxes for 10 to 20 years. That's why our homeowners' property tax is going up, because we're paying for them assholes that don't pay any property taxes. Between Charlestown and Jeffersonville, it used to be called the powder plant. Back in the 40s and 50s and 60s, 70s, the black powder plant. And those businesses don't have to pay any damn taxes. That's where you and me have to complain. I've seen, watching things, that people 65 and over wouldn't have to pay property taxes. I agree with it. But, you know, and another thing you all didn't know. I'm doing it. I'm telling it. Because my house payment went up about $200, give or take a little. And I get around $900. And like you people, you all live on a budget. You know how much all your bills is going to be. You know how to set money aside for your bills. But this went up without being notified, just like you all. When's it going to stop? You know, I don't know what I'm going to do, people. You know, am I better off dead by no more payments? Better off in heaven? I just got a feeling, people, if I keep pushing that lawnmower, I'm going to die because I cannot afford a new riding lawnmower. You know, if it's my time to go, God's He's gonna take me. But your ladies, it's not your fault. But these police officers in Charlestown, Indiana, is dumbasses. They're dumbasses. This woman took out a protective order against her ex. He keeps driving by her house. You know what the Charlestown, Indiana Police Department told her? It's a public road. He has every right. No, he doesn't have every right. If he doesn't live on Main Street, he has no right to drive by her house and sit down a block and watch her house. That is a no-no under protective orders. Your ladies knows it. You all can go on Facebook. It's Charlestown, Indiana, not Charlestown City. It's a person who started a Facebook page. It had it on there. But I don't have Facebook. I got X. I got Twix, Instagram, TikTok, and a bunch of others that I don't get on. But this has to stop. Why ain't Charlestown, Indiana Police Department enforcing the protective order? Question. I know it's a public word. When I had one, or I put one, they couldn't drive past my house, no matter if it's a public road. If they didn't live there, they had no damn right to do that. That's the Charlestown Police Department in Charlestown, Indiana. I think it's 501 Main Street. Well, you know, you all can look it up. But I'm pissed off about it. And I've been watching some kind of police videos on the regular channel. I don't know, something like Live Patrol, or this one station used to have police videos coming from Clark County, Scott County, Louisville, all over the United States. That's one I've been watching. But, you know, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for this lady. I don't know who she is, but I was asked to bring it to you all. And I know your ladies knows about protective orders. You know the laws in your state. I told you where to go on Facebook. And you can look it up for yourself. If my laptop was working, you know, I could show you the screenshot. But I'm pissed off at Amazon. I'm pissed off at HP. I'm especially fucking pissed off at PC Online. I'm throwing a bunch of crap in here tonight. If you look on Amazon, look at the third party. It's PC Online. You can look up PC Online and scroll down to the BBB, the Better Business Bureau. You can see all the complaints against PC online. I complained to HP. They told me there's nothing they can do because PC online modify it without HP permission, which voids the warranty. I miss my computer, people. You can go back and look at my other videos where I use StreamYard. And if you know, I got my post office box, my Cash App, and my PayPal account to help me out to get a computer. But I had to bring this up for your ladies about protective orders and what this lady is going through in Charlestown, Indiana, because of the dumbass cops. Some of them don't even live in Charlestown. There's one that lives in Scottsboro. I think there used to be one that lives in New Washington, up there by the New Washington Bank. And they just don't care. Where's the good old police officer besides being retarded? And another thing I want to stress before I get off of here. It's hot outside. There's people that leave their kids and pets in their cars. Please don't do that. Please. I want somebody out invent something when you got a child in a car to invent some kind of device that when you click the seatbelt together, it makes a connection. It has GPS, the 911, where if you forget about your kid, because when you disconnect your seatbelt, the baby seatbelt, it would disconnect the connection if somebody was that smart. But your ladies, you're not at fault. I feel sorry for you because the police department will not help you out on a protective order. Just like this lady in Charlestown, Indiana. Her ex keep driving by her house. She lives on Main Street in Charlestown. And I don't know what end of Main Street. I don't know if it's on the side of the police department or up there by City Hall. I don't know. But you all know that who's been abused. Cops ain't gonna do anything until they beat the hell out of you and put you in the hospital or kill you. It's too late then. But I like to see your ladies in all 50 states start some kind of organization to help other ladies in the other states about a protective order. And might have to have a lawyer in this organization and stuff like that. But I know that this lady's going through hell in Charlestown, Indiana. I don't give a shit if it's a public road. You got a protective order. If the person does not live on that street, he or she has no right to be on that street. That's a fact. Then he parks a block away, because this person showed me a picture where he was parked a block away. I ain't gonna tell you where she works at. He parks and watches her. People, I'm sorry. You know, I don't know how I can help her. I'm not a cop. I'm not a lawyer, doctor, or anything like that. I'm afraid for her. I'm afraid her ex will kill her. I don't know who her ex is. You women knows what I'm talking about. Me, if I was a lady, and I would have a gun in my house, because knowing the asshole, he's going to break in your house. That's what I'm afraid is going to happen. And if I was a family, if she was to die on account of him, I would sue the police department, because they didn't protect her. Like, people said that protector is not worth the paper it's written on. I've heard stories like that. But I've took out protective orders. And they did enforce it. But maybe you have to put in the paperwork that cannot call you, email you, text you, drive past your house. I don't know how that works. But it'd be nice, people, that you put them extra things in the protective orders when you go to court. Can't drive down past my house. Can't be sitting across the road. Can't call me, text me, email me. Stuff like that. Maybe you ladies can put it in it. Or drive by your workplace. But people, this is Thursday night. It's summertime. It's hot outside. I wish you all can help me out with a new riding lawnmower and even a computer. You all might work for HP. And I told you the problem about HP won't cover the warranty because PC Online upgraded it without HP permission. I'm so upset. I might not be on here every night because, like I say, I've been cutting my grass, and you people who knows people who have heart attacks and strokes know you ain't supposed to push a lawnmower. That's what I'm doing. I'm only doing it for 10 minutes a day. I got an acre. People said, can you pay somebody $40 a week? That's $100 something. It's not in my budget. It's not in my budget. And you people that lives around here, this is Kenny Milton, Melton, that lives in Underwood. He passed away Saturday morning in New Albany, Indiana hospital. They had this funeral today at 2 o'clock. And his final resting place is in Wesley Chapel Cemetery. I think that's in Austin, Indiana. I don't know what his wife's going to do. They've been married about 60 plus years. I know he was older than me. He was about maybe 80 years old, something like that. I've asked him questions. You know, he's older than me, but he's been around for a while. Because if I didn't know the answers, I would ask Kenny Sr., you know, what can I do? You know, who I can talk to, this and that, you know, to get some smarts. But I don't know what I'm going to do since he passed away Saturday and they buried him today. People, I've seen it. I used to work in a cemetery. When you've been married that long and your spouse die, you're not going to live too much longer. I'm going to talk about a preacher. His name was Reverend Cash from Charlestown, Indiana. I don't know if he died first or his wife died. Within 24 hours, the other person passed away because they've been married for over 60 years, I believe. You know, I don't know what she's going to do without her husband. She got a puppy, a cute little dog. Her son, Kenny Jr., lives next door. And I'm going to have to tell him if I go to the sale barn Saturday, is tell him, said, you're going to have to spend more time with your mothers. Because my experience, you've been married 60 plus years, she's going to be lonely and sad. Sometimes the other spouse will die within 30 days, sometimes, but usually 24 to a week, what I've experienced. But she's a healthy lady, and I know she missed Kenny Sr. And I don't know what Kenny Jr. would do without his dad. But I want you to send prayers to the family. If you're from Kentucky, you know, you probably know him if you're in that part of Kentucky, wherever the heck that is. Maybe on the Tennessee or Virginia border, I don't know. But I want to thank you all tonight. Give me the thumbs up. Subscribe. You all know my PayPal account, my Cash App, my post office box. And I appreciate if you can help me. Because, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I'd say it was 90 degrees today. I went out and pulled the weeds out of my garden and started sweating. I got 4 radishes out of my garden, clean them and put them in a cup, because I like white radishes. They still taste the same. It might have been 20 plus years since I had white radishes, but they still taste the same. So I want to thank you beautiful people, my YouTube family. I know there's not too many on here because it's summertime. They're doing housework, taking vacation, watching their grandkids. You know, I'm trying to cut my time back, because everybody's doing something. Just like 709, he's taking vacations. And tomorrow's Friday. Will I be on here? I don't know. Usually Fridays and Mondays I'm off. Because Monday I watch Hudson and Rex. It's from the Providence of Canada. If you want to know about Hudson and Rex, go to YouTube and type in Hudson and Rex. I got 7 seasons, and I love that German Shepherd. And I like the Providence of Canada. But I wish I could remember that guy's YouTube channel. And because he only needs 1 or 2 more subscribers to get to 500. But people, I love you. God bless you. I apologize for my foul language tonight. But this makes me mad when the Charlestown, Indiana PD won't do a damn thing to help this lady who got a protective order against her ex. And they keep telling her, it's a public road. Bullshit. He has no right to drive past her house or park a block away. If the asshole don't live there, he has no right to drive past her house. That's the law, because I've been through it. And they was told not to drive past the house. It's the law. So, people, this lady lives in Charlestown, Indiana, on Main Street. It was on Facebook. The Facebook page, I believe, was called Charlestown, Indiana. Not Charlestown City. That's the city's website. It was probably Sunday or Monday, I think the person told me. But they knew I run a YouTube channel. I was going to do it last night. But I haven't been feeling too good in my chest, chest pain, taking medicine, falling asleep early. I'm not supposed to push a lawnmower. I'm belching those radishes that I ate. That's the bad part of eating white radishes. But I want to thank my family. I love you. I catch you later. If you can help me out, I appreciate it. I love you. How do they do that? Like that. I love you all. And you can leave comments, because I love your ladies. I don't want to see you get abused. If you all get abused and the police department don't help you out, like they not helping this girl that lives in Charlestown, Indiana, leave it in the comments. I make sure I write it down. Tell me what state you're from. And I would talk about it again. Because I don't think your lady should get abused. Hello, Shermstick. Yeah, I was just getting ready to get off. You can re-watch it. You know, I'm pissed off at the Charlestown, Indiana Police Department. This girl, I don't know who she is, lives on Main Street in Charlestown, Indiana. She got a protective order against her ex. He keeps driving by. He parks away. She took a picture of his car maybe a half a block from her house. You know what them asshole Charleston police officers told her? That it's a public road. He can drive up on a public road. Bullshit. If he does not live on that street, he has no business driving by. That's the rules. You know, I don't like how Charlestown Police Department is treating this lady. Your lady knows what I'm talking about. They're not going to do a damn thing until she gets the hell beat out of her, put in the hospital, or get dead. Then they would do something. It's too late. Your lady knows what I'm talking about. So I want to thank you all. Leave it in the comments if it has happened to you or the state. And I read the comments and I write it down on my notepad and we talk about it later. And another thing I don't want to forget. It's 90 degrees outside, people. Do not forget about your kids or your pets in the car. It takes about 15 minutes or less before they die. So please do not leave your children and your pets in the car. God bless you all. Sorry for my language, but I'm upset over this. You know, Charlestown, Indiana police they're not gonna do nothing. You can go to Indiana website, the IC code is I think what they call it. Indiana IC code. Look up protective orders. But I know that you can put can't drive past the house, can't call or text, email, or, well, you all know what I'm talking about. Good night, 709. Have a nice trip back home. Your family probably miss you. And like I said, people, go to 709's YouTube channel. Let's get his subscribers up. Let's get Shermstick subscribers up. You know, let's help everybody out. We're a YouTube family. So I want to thank you all. Leave some comments. If you ladies has been through this or you know what state, I make sure I write it down in my notebook. And maybe what police department, you know. Because this goes on all over the United States. Charlestown, Indiana probably got, I don't know, maybe 8,000 people, something like that. So I want to thank you. You all have a great day. Give your kids a hug. Tell them you love them before you go to bed. Tell your kids you love them before you go to work. You know, anything can happen. So I want your ladies to let me know if you're having the same problem as this lady in Charlestown, Indiana, that lives on Main Street. I can't remember her name. But God bless you all. I love you. Catch you all later.